Oh hi. Monaco, the dwarfish state associated with France, located in the south of Europe on the bank of the Ligurian Sea. On the land borders on France. Is one of the smallest and most densely populated countries of the world. The principality is widely known thanks to Casino in Monte Carlo and to Formula One championship stage which is carried out here, Monaco Grand Prix. The country is a member of the international organizations. The Union. Since 1993. OSCE, the Council of Europe. Since 2004. The Interpol, UNESCO, WHO. The main office of the International Hydrographic Organization is in Monaco. Monaco has 12 diplomatic missions in Western Europe and permanent representatives in the Union and the Council of Europe. In 106 cities in 45 countries there are honorable consulates of Monaco. 66 countries have consulate generals, consulates or honorable consulates in Monaco. Without being a member of the European Union and NATO, Monaco is closely connected with the economic device of the EU through the customs union with France and a support for euro as official currency. About origin and value of the name Monaco there is no consensus. It agrees one of hypotheses. In the 6th century BB, the Ligurian tribes founded on this place colony of Monacos, which name comes from a name of the Greek mythological hero of Heracles, Portus Hercules Monoki, that is, lonely Heracles' port. The Roman Emperor Julian Otstopnik also wrote about Heracles' participation in a construction of the port of Monaco and the coastal road. On this road the set of the altars devoted to Heracles was placed, and on the rock of Monaco in the temple in his honor was built. Monoiki means lonely, and Monacos means the lonely house, that can mean Heracles' temple on the rock or the isolated community of the inhabitants inhabiting the territory around the rock. The first people built the settlements in the territory of Monaco in the 10th century BB, it were Phoenicians. Much later Greeks and Ammonite joined. The history of modern Monaco begins in 1215 with the basis in the territory of the Principality of Colony of the Genoa Republic and construction of fortress. On January 8, 1297 during the civil war in Genoa of Monaco it was occupied by F. Grimaldi and his supporters. This date is considered to be the beginning of board of a dynasty of Grimaldi and existence of the independent state of Monaco. Since then for more than 700 years the principality is operated by representatives of this surname. In 1641 under the Peronsky Contract the principality passed under protectorate of France. In 1789 the country was annexed by France. The Parisian Contract. First. Restored on May 30, 1814 the principality in the borders existing till January 1, 1792 under the French protectorate. After final crash of the First Empire according to the Parisian Contract on November 20, 1815 Monaco was transferred under protectorate of the Sardinian Kingdom. In March 1860 in gratitude for the military aid rendered by the French Emperor Napoleon III to business of reunification of Italy, the Sardinian Kingdom ceded to France Savoy and County Nice, including Menton and Roquebrune. On July 18, 1860 Sardinia disengaged the troops from Monaco, having put thereby an end to protectorate. In 1865 the casino in Monte Carlo was opened and the customs union with France is created. These events significantly pushed the economic development of the country. The first constitution limiting the power of princes was enacted in 1911. Significant acceleration to economy of Monaco was given by investment activities of Onassis, who broadened the territory of the principality, invested in construction of port and the entertaining industry. In 1993 Monaco became the full member of the Union. Broad interest to Monaco. The wedding in 1956 awakened the governor Prince Rainier III of the time. I came to the throne in 1949. With the Hollywood actress Grace Kelly. The Prince Rainier also developed active construction in Monaco. On March 31, 2005 the Prince Rainier III, being too sick for implementation of the powers, I gave them to the only son and the successor, the Prince Albert. Rainier died on April 6, 2005. Now the son Rainier III, the Prince Albert II, who came to the throne after the death of the father in 2005, governs. The old city of Monaco, the capital and the residence of the Prince of Monaco. On the form of government of Monaco, constitutional monarchy with some secondary signs of dualism. The head of state is the prince. The state system of the country is regulated by the constitution, which is put into operation on December 17, 1962. The constitution, in particular, though proclaims the principle of division of the authorities, however the power of the prince is absolute. To nothing and nobody it can be limited. In 2002 the constitution of the principality was revised. Powers of legislature, National Council, were officially a little expanded. Executive power is presented by the State Minister, head of the government, and the State Council, government, headed by him from 4 people. The State Minister is the French citizen who is approved as the Prince for term in 3 years on representation of the French government. The legislature is divided between the Prince and unicameral National Council, Parliament. From 24 dicks elected each 5 years on the basis of universal suffrage. In 2002 the Parliament acquired the right of a legislative initiative. Earlier it belonged only to the Prince. Council can make amendments to government projects, approves introduction of taxes. It also ratifies the international contracts changing the existing domestic legislation. The judicial branch of the power is also headed by the Prince. Various judicial authorities manage justice from his name. Body of the constitutional supervision, the Supreme Court, the highest judicial authority, auditing court, lower courts, courts of first instance, the lowest link of the judicial system, magistrates. Main political organizations. Union for the Principality, National Union for Future Monaco, Association for Development of the Monegasque Society, National and Democratic Union. The Trade Union Association of Monaco totals about 5,000 dicks. Monaco is located in the south of Europe on the coast of the Ligurian Sea near the French Riviera. In 20 came to the northeast from Nice. On the land the principality borders on France, Department des Maritimes Alpes. The area of the country is 2.02 km. Coastline length -4.1 km, the extent of overland borders -4.4 km. For the last 20 years the territory of the country increased almost by 40 hectares due to drainage of marine territories. In the administrative relation the principality was divided into 3 communes which, in turn, are divided into 10 areas. Division of the principality into 3 communes is legalized by the resolution of the Constitution of Monaco of 1911. Proceeding from the amendment to the Constitution of Monaco of 1917, the principality consists only of 1 uniform and indivisible commune which, in turn consists of 10 areas. As of July 1, 2015 the population of Monaco makes 37863 persons, but about 20% of full citizens of the state are Monegasques. They are exempted from taxes, have the right to lodge in the district of the Old City. Population density makes 18679 people/km. Such dense population is caused by the fact that Monaco is the dwarfish state. Annual increase in population is 0.386% a year. Data of 2007. Average life expectancy according to 2015 makes 89.63 years. Among the population women slightly prevail. The coefficient of the attitude of number of men towards the number of women makes 947.34 men on 1,000 women. According to 2008. 62% of the population are among able-bodied. Level of literacy is 99%. National structure. 2008. The French -28.24%. Monegasques -21.5%. Italians -18.57%. The British -7.5%. Others -24.19%. As of 2019, by estimates of the Union, 26511 immigrants and their descendants, 68% of the population of the country lived in Monaco. As of 2020, according to the World Factbook, the population of Monaco has the highest middle age among the population of all countries of the world -55.4 years and is the most aged in the world. As of 2020, 35.15% of the population of Monaco were more senior than 65 years. The most numerous religious group Catholics. 82% of the population of the principality concern them. The state religion of Monaco is Catholicism. At the moment 82% of the population of the country are Catholics. In Monaco 5 Catholic parishes and 1 cathedral in which there is a department of the Archbishop of Monaco work. The diocese existing from the middle of the 19th century was transformed to the Diocese of the Archbishop in 1981. Protestants 1.2 thousand. Opened the first arrival in the Principality in 1925. At the moment they are presented by Reformata. 680 people. Anglicans. 300 people. And 2 not denominational communities of evangelical Christians. Since 1957, the Greek Orthodox community, 120 parishioners, acts in the Principality. Followers of Judaism are 560 residents of Monaco. The Muslim community totals 150 people, mainly Arabs. From the middle of the 1950th years, supporters of belief of Abaka act in the Principality. It is supposed that in Monaco there are also believers of other faiths and religions, however their number is insignificant and they don't manage to create the religious community. Some believers of this country visit religious meetings in the next Nice or in other cities of France. About 3.8 thousand inhabitants of the Principality of Monaco aren't religious. The economy of Monaco develops generally due to tourism, e-gaming, construction of new residences, and also at the expense of means of the media lighting life of princely family. Since January 1, 2019, the minimum wage in Monaco makes Euro 16.95. 07 a month and Euro 10.03 an hour at 39-hour working week and 169 working hours a month. In Monaco there is no income tax. Advantages: the guaranteed bank secrecy and low taxes attract billion states from abroad. In the late 90s, the amount of funds stored in the Monegasque banks had annual gain of 18%. There is no external debt, currency reserves about $2 billion. Low unemployment, 3%. Weaknesses: under the agreement with France since 1994, suspicious accounts reveal banks that, however, became characteristic and for all other countries. Dependence on economic fluctuations in France and Italy. The VAT brings to 55% of state revenues. The requirement of the EU to toughen the banking and tax law. Lack of resources, complete dependence from import. The legal Monaco system treats the Romano-German legal family and has considerable similarity to the right of France. The French laws directly work in a number of areas: insurance, telecommunications, post services, etc. The Constitution of Monaco. Article assigns the status of the constitutional state founded on respect of basic rights and freedoms of the person to the Principality. The main source of civil law, the Civil Code of 1881, representing version of the Civil Code of France of 1804. The Trade Code of Monaco is also very close to the French analogue. The economic legislation of Monaco is aimed at attraction to the country of the foreign capitals by granting super preferential tax treatment. About 800 international companies and 50 banks work in the country. The labor law of Monaco in general conforms to the international standards. Workers can freely unite in labor unions. The Constitution affirms the right for a strike according to the legislation. The law forbids to strike the public servant. The working week determined by the law minus 39 hours. The main source of criminal law at Monaco. The death penalty for all crimes was abolished by the Constitution of 1962. The last death penalty took place in 1847. In legal proceedings, behind some exceptions, the French legislation also dominates. According to the Constitution, Article 19. Arrest, except arrest on the crime scene, is allowed only on the basis of the bench warrant issued no later than 24 hours from the moment of arrest. Monaco is connected with the world around by means of railway, motor, marine and air transport. Extent of a railway system is 1.7 km. Width of a track is 1435. The railroads are operated by the French National Railway Company SAIX. The principality is connected with France both regional routes, and by the high-speed trains TF. The most part of the railway tracks passing through Monaco is removed in underground tunnels. Also the only station in the country, the Monaco Monte Carlo station, is underground. Total length of highways is 50 km. 7 bus routes and also bus traffic to the airport of Nice work in the country. In total in the territory of Monaco there are 143 bus stops. 2 seaports work in the city. In the areas of La Condamine and Fontvie. The water bus connecting the southern and northern part of the port works in the port of Urquell of the region of La Condamine. The service of the water taxi is also developed. Around Fontvie the air harbour, only in the territory of the Principality, the helicopter aerodrome of Monte Carlo and connecting by his helicopter line with the airport of Nice is located. Climate of Monaco subtropical Mediterranean, with warm dry summer. Average temperature of 20-25 C. And in the soft rainy winter, average temperature of 10-12 C. The overwhelming amount of precipitation drops out in the fall and in the winter, sunny days in a year about 300, rainy about 60. The climate of Monaco is similar to the southern coast of France. Monaco is the considerable cultural center. The building of the Garni Hall built in 1879 on the project of the architect Chance Garni, the author of the Parisian opera, is the House of Philharmonic Orchestra Monte Carlo and the Opera of Monte Carlo. On this stage in different years sang Anne, Melba E, Caruso F, Philippine P, Domingo 50, Pavarotti. In 1911 Heras Diaghilev based the Russian ballet by Diaghilev under the patronage of the Prince of Monaco Pierre. Here Pavlova 5, Nizinsky T, Parsavina J, Balanchine S, Leifer danced. Later R, Nareev M, Baryshnikov. In Monte Carlo the Academy of Classical Dance of a name of the Princess Grace headed by M. Bezobrazova was created. The foundation of the Prince Pierre, which is set up by Rainier III in honor of the father, annually hands the big literary award, the musical award of the Prince Rainier III, and Medunaradu, an award in the field of the modern art. In the city, the well-known Oceanographic Museum of Monaco, which director was a legendary researcher Jacques Cousteau, is located. Annually in Monaco there takes place the International Circus Festival and a television festival in Grimaldi Forum. Annually since 1929, one of the most prestigious competitions in motorsport, Monaco Grand Prix, which since 1950 enters the World Cup, Formula One, is held to Monaco. The route at the same time lies on city streets. Also the Auto Club of Monaco since 1911 carries out Rally of Monte Carlo, one of the oldest automotive sports meets in the world, entering the calendar of the leading rally championships. However, the rally is carried out by the most part across the territory of France, and only maintenance and exhibition special stages are carried out in the Principality. Also here the Association Sportive de Monaco football club of the same name, acting in the soccer championship of France, is based. The club acts at Louis II Stadium around Fontvieille. At the same time, the Federation of Monaco on soccer isn't recognized by FIFA, and the club on the international scene plays for France. At this, Monaco consisted in on-board organizing matches of the unrecognized football national teams. Monaco accepts one of the stages Global Champions Tour, the international tournament on jumping. This stage is recognized as the most prestigious of a series, accepting the most famous riders from around the world. In July 2009 in Monaco there took place opening of a cycle race of Tour de France. On July 2 around La Condamine there took place opening of Tour de France. On July 4 the first stage of a cycle race passed in the territory of the Principality, cyclists passed 15 km on city streets, and on July 5 in Monaco the second stage, Tour de France, began. Till 2012 in Monaco at Louis II Stadium. Traditionally in August every year there took place matches for the European Super Cup, in which the winner of the Champions League of UEFA and the winner of the Europa League met. Since 2013 every year the European Super Cup is played on the new place. On the embankment about the Japanese garden the Avenue of Football Stars of Golden Foot is located. It is a football analogue of the Avenue of Stars in Hollywood. Here many outstanding football players of the world, such as Diego Maradona, Zidane and others, left prints of the legs. In Monaco there are 10 state educational institutions, including 7 kindergartens and elementary schools and 1 high school. Charles III's College. 1 Lyceum which provides the general and technical education. Albert I's Lyceum. And 1 Lyceum providing education in the sphere of tourism. Also in Monaco there are 2 private schools financed by the religious communities. Francis of Assisi Nicholas Bears Institute and School of Dominicans. And 1 international school. The International School of Monaco. Under a gun there are 82 persons. Monaco, most likely, the only state in the world where the sizes of regular army there is less than the number of military orchestra. 85 people. Sometimes for army there is a work. It happened in 1962. The fate of Monaco hung on a hair. The President of France General de Gaulle threatened the Principality to turn off electro and water supply if it doesn't cease to entice to itself bankers and won't impose income tax. 80 guardsmen of the royal palace and 207 police officers of Monaco were alarmed. Fortunately, war didn't happen. The prince made concessions. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.